Hello, nama saya Muhammad Sazwan bin Muhammad Sabri, nombor matrik 03 DKA 21F1146. Hari ini kami akan membuat satu present tentang mini projek yang telah diberikan dalam subjek Engineering Material. Introduction. As we know that building or housing project are one of the most common structure we can find around us. Housing or building is a structure that roughed and walled for purpose of dwelling. Before construction, the building structure, we must consider about a few essential building or housing element before the structure being built. This is a building element in construction. First, building construction: concrete, brick wall, steel. Second, door, and third, window. Fourth, finisher, floor, wall, and ceiling. And the last is a roof. This is an example housing plan. The material used at the construction: first, a brick. The brick is used for building a wall. And second, concrete. Concrete is used for house structure such as a beam, pile, and floor. And next, grade of concrete use. Grade of concrete: M24, M20, M50, M10, M7.5, and M5. This is cement, sand, aggregate, and water. Ratio proportion in concrete mixture. Grade of concrete and is normally mixed ratio. Grade of concrete M25 1 nisbah 1 nisbah 2, and M20 1 nisbah 1 nisbah 5 nisbah 3, M15 1 nisbah 2 nisbah 4, and M10 1 nisbah 3 nisbah 6, M7.5 1 nisbah 4 nisbah 8, and last M5 1 nisbah 5 nisbah 10. Concrete, we must do a cube test, slump test, and sieve analysis. Next, slump test. The concrete slump test measure the consistency of fresh concrete before it's set. Next, cube test. The cube generally test at the 7 and 28 day useless specific early test and requirement. Next, sieve analysis. Sieve analysis is a practice of producer use civil engineering and chemical engineering to assess the particle size distribution.
I'm Muhammad Syamil Naufal bin Johari, matrix number 03 DKA 21F 1155. I will continue my friend's explanation. This is concrete transportation. First, the machine, the cement machine. For cement, a truck. For sand, a truck. For aggregate, and a truck water. For water. Procedure of casting. First, clean the standard tube, molds, 6 nose truly and tight. All nuts bolt properly. Second, apply oil to all contract surface of mold. Third, size mold is normally from the mixing spot while concreting. Fourth, take the random sample from the mixing spot while concreting. Fifth, fill the concrete in cubes in 3 layers. Sixth, compact each layer with 35 nodes of stroke by tamping rod. 7. Finish the top surface by trowel and completion of last layer. 8. Cover the mold by damp hessian cloth immediately to prevent loss of water. 9. Each specimen should be taken from various locations of proposed concreting. 10. After 24 hours, remove specimen out of mold. 11. While removing, take care to avoid breaking of edge. 12. Put coding on tubes by paint or maker. Coding should be self-explanatory, showing site name, concrete location, building number and date of casting. 13. Submerge the specimen in clean fresh water till the time of testing. Here is the procedure of placing concrete. Step 1. Site work. Before concrete can be poured, the site need to be prepared to reduce the chance of having from expensive soils and frost. Step 2. Forming. Once the sub-base is prepared, forms can be set for residential concrete project. Step 3. Mixing. If you are using bag concrete purchased at a home center, mix the concrete with water according to the package instruction. Step number 4. Placement. Pour wet concrete into the forms until they are full to the top edge. Step number 5. Yearly finishing. Use a large metal or wood board to screed the top of the concrete. Screeding helps compact and consolidate the concrete. Step number 6. Troweling. If the concrete will receive a rough broom finish, no additional finishing may be needed. Step number 7. Final finishing. Once all the troweling, floor or steel is complete, the final finish can be applied to the concrete. Number 8. Curing. Let the concrete can rest and begin to cure, get hard. The curing process lasts 28 days, with the first 48 hours being the most critical.
So, I am Muhammad Ifah Berizan, nombor metrik 03 DKA 21F1134. I will continue about my explanation from my friends. So, this type of steel reinforcement. From the steel reinforcement used in concrete construction in mainly for 4 types. We know 1. Hot roll deformed steel bars. 2. Cool work steel bars. 3. Mill steel plain bars. And 4. Pressing steel bars. So next, first, hot roll deformed bars. Hot roll deformed bars are most commonly used steel reinforcement for RCC structures. As the name say, the hot rolling of the reinforcement is undergone leaving certain deformation on its surface in the form of ribs. These ribs help to form a bond with the concrete. The typical yield strength of hot roll deformed bars is 6,000 psi. Second, cool work steel bars. A cool work reinforcement bar is obtained by letting the hot roll steel bars to undergo cold working. In the cold working process, the bars will undergo twisting and drawing. The process is performed at room temperature. The cold work steel bars do not undergo a plastic yield, thus have less ductility when compared with hot roll bars. Third, mixed steel plain bars. The mill steel plain reinforcement bars do not have ribs on their surface. They have a plain surface. These bars are used for small projects where the major concern in the economy. The tensile yield strength of the bars has a value of 40,000 psi. And fourth, last, pressing steel bar. The pressing steel reinforcement are steel bars used in the form of strand or tendons. Multiple strands are employed in concrete in order to perform the pressing action. The strands are made of multiple wires, either 2 or 3 or 7 wire strands. The wires used here are cold form and have a high tensile strength ranging from 250,000 until 270,000 psi. The height strength helps to effectively pre-stress and the concrete and reinforce concrete used at sites. So this is a picture of the reinforced we use the material at sites. Next, type of timber used at site or construction. First, bamboo timber. A bamboo tree is a natural organic tree that is used for house construction. It is one special and unique type of tree on earth. Bamboo trees are available in many countries, especially in tropical and subtropical regions. Second, birch timber. We know birch is one of several craft wood. Is it a major source for getting hardwood? Birch is available in many forms like yellow birch, white birch, and any else. Among these, the yellow birch is widely used and is also known as grey birch or swamp birch. Birch offers a low natural luster. Third, cedar timber. Cedar is one of the high quality types of wood. Is it manufactured from different trees wood known as cedars? As when the strength and appearance of the exposed wood beams are essential requirements, cedar is the only savior and perfect fit for this. And for the last, cherry timber. Cherry timber is well known as a tree plantation type of wood. There are many forms of cherry timber, but black cherry timber is major source of native cherries and the only of commercial value. So this is first picture for bamboo timber, and second for birch timber, third cedar timber, and last one picture is for cherry timber. Okay, for the state the problem occur at site and how we as a supervisor of the project and can handle the situation efficiently. As the supervisor of my project, I must first foresee any risk. To define an issue, you need to see if it has any potential risk attached to it. Second, give your team a purpose. Third, listen to your project team. And fourth, taking action. Next, the advantage and disadvantage each of the material used. For advantage, moldable uses low cost materials, can be manufactured to the desired strength, high compressive strength, durability reinforced with steel bar for tensile strength. And for disadvantage, greater when is it strength in exceeded, requires formwork, long current time like reaching maximum strength after 28 days, low tensile strength and tautness, and last requires a bulky structure. And for the latest new material which apply at the construction site, we know first is mass timber, second self-healing materials, third air cleaning bricks, fourth strength roots, and last five passive cooling ceramics. So that's all for our presentation. For the conclusion, in this mini project I have explained about what types of house that I study, which one-story house building with plan of these structures. In addition, I have explained more detail about the building element that used in this house, from building construction that include the concrete mixture, brick walls, steel door, windows, building finishes that include floor finishes, floor, wall finishes, ceiling finishes, and roof finishes. In this mini project, it tells to you why I choose certain types of material for the one-story house, from construction material to the finishes of the house with detailed explanation. So that's all. Thank you.